Wait, say not today. I almost went to talk to her. Like, what kind of talk is that? It doesn't make sense now.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with the T. And on this video guys, I'm going to be sharing with you all the highlights from the Bbnaija lockdown highlights, day 38 and day 39. So you need to watch till the end of this video to get all the juicy details. Day 38, it was all about the Pepsi challenge, and guys, a lot of drama happened. It was really funny anyways. Now the first thing that made me laugh was the fact that Kidwire and Lucy, two different personalities, were on the same team. And to make matters worse, Kidwire's bestie song, that's DJ Copy's Green Light, was a song that they were supposed to learn and perform at the later stage of the competition or the challenge. But then unfortunately, it was really weird how Kidwire did not even know the lyrics of DJ Copy's song, and everybody as at that time knew that Kidwire and DJ Copy, they were best friends. I mean, from his mouth to people's ears. So it was very funny guys, watching him and Lucy struggling. And then something funny also happened. Now everybody knew already in the house that Lucy was a nag, always complaining, always nagging, always angry, sort of like the angry bird of the house, constantly having something to say about people not being perfect and people not really doing what they're supposed to do in the house. So that very day, she already was feeling uncomfortable being on the same team with Kidwire. So instead of her to focus all her energy on learning the lyrics of the song and learning how to perform the song properly so that they could win, she was complaining about every single thing that Kidwire was doing. And Kidwire had said it several times that music is not his forte. Music and dancing they are things that he does not really have strength in doing, you know. But when it comes to presentations and every other thing, acting, those could be things that he could easily slay hands down. And so at the end of the day, they ended up flopping their performance thanks to Lucy, who forgot all her lyrics guys. She was literally chopping her mouth and chopping the microphone. She could not even remember the lyrics to that particular song. And then the Kidwire, on the other hand, that she was thinking was going to help, or rather ensure that they failed their performance, was actually the one who even did more better than her. Then the most dramatic thing happened. After the presentation and Ozo and Tricky T were declared the winner, Lucy started crying just to get attention to herself. I remember on that particular day, I'm like, why does this woman always have to be so damn dramatic? I mean, you ended up ensuring that you and your partner failed your performance, and then you're coming to come and cry foul. Why are you crying? I mean, you should be beating yourself up for failing the whole thing, you know. But anyways, guys, that was what happened. Now, another interesting thing that happened was in the Prince and Nengi's camp. Now, guys, remember that this was the same time that Nengi and Ozo are the leaders of the house, you know, as per head of house, and Nengi being the deputy. And so guys, we all know that before Ozo and Nengi got to this point, Nengi and Prince rather were flirting with each other in the house. And then once Nengi realized that Ozo was getting serious with her, she decided to give Prince that long rope. It became a tug of war for Nengi to allow any form of chemistry to exist between herself and Prince during the rehearsals for their performance. And Prince tried talking to her that, listen, this particular performance, we need to create that chemistry even though we do not have it. We need to try and be in sync. But Nengi was just feeling very laid back, and at the end of the day, the performance looked very forced on stage. And guys, it was just very annoying kind of, because I just felt like, come on, even though you have been on different teams that has helped you to win money at different challenges, you know, you should at least try, even though you don't have any chemistry with this person. But guys, to be honest, Nengi's attitude when they were doing the performance was just very, very annoying. At the end of the day, they did not win. Now, that was one thing that happened. Another thing that actually happened was the excitement that Tricky T expressed when he and Ozo were declared the winner of the performance by Big Brother. They won 1 million naira each, and then they also won tickets, VVIP tickets to the One Music Africa Fest. I don't know if they actually went for that thing because of COVID and the lockdown and all of that, but Tricky T and Ozo actually did that like a repetition of that performance outside the house after the show. But then it got me really emotional because Tricky T was so excited, he was shocked, he was amazed, and at some point he had thought that because they were just two guys on the team, they were at a disadvantage other than other people that had a mixture of the genders, male, female, female, male, you know. But then it worked to their favor because they had a lot of chemistry, in quotes, and they were in sync on the stage. Their choreography, them remembering the lyrics, everything was on point. But the most exciting part for Tricky T was the fact that he had never traveled out of Nigeria. So for him at that point in time, he was really excited that, oh, for the first time, he will be traveling out of the country, not just on any local basic ticket, but on a VVIP ticket. And that's why I said, guys, I don't know if they actually went on that trip because of the COVID-19 lockdown and all of that. On day 39, the housemates had the Kuda Bank challenge, but another drama happened again. Guys, listen, this week was just a week of a lot of drama. So this time around, it was between the two solid lovebirds in the house. I'm talking about V and Neo. Now, guys, it was in the house that I got to understand that V was a certified foodie, in the sense that she loved food. She does not like sharing her food, and she said it a lot of times over and over again in the house. She does not like sharing her food, not to even her lover, Neo, and that was why both of them quarreled. I cannot really remember what struck up the quarrel between both of them that day, but it made these people so upset with each other that even whilst Lekon was trying to talk sense into V outside in the garden, V kept on insisting that, listen, she does not share food and she does not feel like she's obliged to share her food with Neo just because Neo is a lover. That if she's going to express love to Neo, her own love language was not the kind that Neo expressed. Neo was more of an acts of service person. She was not, and she does not think she will ever be an acts of service kind of person. And so, guys, that was how the simple quarrel, and V was explaining herself and eating the food. But the beautiful part of it all is, at the end of the day, she and Neo, they made up, they kissed and made up. Neo explained to V that, listen, the reason why I love eating your food is not because I am extremely hungry at that point in time, but for me, I just love sharing whatever you are eating. But then, being the kind of person that V is, she kept on insisting that, listen, I would want to do things because I want to do them. I'm like, okay, relationship expert, what do you think about that? The same day that Tolanibaj and Prince realized that whatever existed between both of them was kind of forced, they were not happy in each other's company, especially with the fact that Tolanibaj was most of the night wanting herself and Prince to be more cuddly, more affectionate towards each other. And Prince's excuse at that time was he had told himself that he was not going to have sex in the lockdown mansion even till the show ended. But then, guys, let me not like, to be frank with you all, at that point in time I just felt like Prince was not feeling Tolanibaj in that kind of way. He probably saw her as a good friend, but being lovers to the extent of being very, very intimate and affectionate or even sexual with the other person, I doubt, because most of the things that we saw on the screen that happened on the show at night was Tolanibaj always making the move towards Prince. We never really did saw a part where Prince was actually being the one making a move on Tolanibaj. As a matter of fact, what we saw on the show was Tolanibaj making the move, initiating the relationship that actually in shadows happened in the house, you know. And so at the end of the day, both of them realized that, okay, fine, we're not making each other happy. But according to Prince, he was insisting that, okay, listen, it is your word against mine. You are the one that is saying that we are not making each other happy. But Tolanibaj was insisting that if she was making him happy, he would have been more affectionate and more intimate with each other. And guys, me, I was just here sipping my own cup of tea, and I was telling myself that sis Tolanibaj, if a man is into you, you wouldn't even be having this kind of conversation. So just let it go. And I'm glad that they actually let it go. Now, this was the same day that the housemates had the task to talk about their hero, and all the housemates went into an emotional spree. Some of them were very, very genuine and legit, while some of them was extremely fake. I don't want to start mentioning the ones that I felt was extremely fake. If you guys remember, please go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you all in another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing night's rest. Bye.